NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, fearing for their lives, a family affected by two recent murders say every family member is now being threatened. Plus, the UW campus will be buzzing with action as graduation weekend begins. We'll have parking info, plus what famous former Badger will be there.
What's your name again? John Miller. What is your position? Well, I'm sort of handling PR because you get so much of it.
Yeah, you couldn't hear what that was saying, but basically a recording from the early 90s sounds a whole like Donald Trump, who goes on to brag about hooking up with Madonna and the future First Lady of one country. Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Christine Belport. Our big story today. Risk of retaliation has families in the Madison community fearful for their lives. With two murders this week alone, families of the murdered are worried about their own safety. 38-year-old Darius Haynes was killed Tuesday at the BP gas station on Verona Road. Haynes was the friend of Martez Moore, who was shot and killed at O'Grady's Pub last month. Then 2 days ago, 28-year-old Elijah James Washington III was shot at the Capital Petro gas station. Police are looking for this man. This is Courtney Moore. He's suspected of killing Washington. Moore is the brother of Martez Moore, again, who was killed outside the pub in Madison last month. NBC 15 reached out to the Moore family. The family is too afraid to speak on camera after receiving threats against mothers, daughters, nieces and nephews in that family. Well, the family released this statement to NBC 15 saying in part, quote, "We fear for our safety and others. Courtney is not this dangerous guy the media is making him out to be. He is loving, caring family guy who is hurting from the loss of his brother and best friend."
All right, now I'll take a look at your forecast. Today we're going to be dealing with some showers, although we are dry in Madison for now. That'll change as we head over the next hour or so. 59 degrees right now, cloudy skies out there, and winds continue to gust out of the west, ushering in some cooler air that's to our north and west right now. 53 in La Crosse, Camp Douglas, mostly upper 50s and around 60s for most of us towards the south and east, but towards the north and west, that's where the cooler air is coming in. Also that front, along with some showers and some rumbles of thunder with this front that'll be moving through as we head over the next few hours. You can see it's moving through most of Minnesota, and it'll be here around 2 o'clock this afternoon till around 6 o'clock, so likely dealing with some fair amount of rain this afternoon, and temperatures only hovering in the 50s today out of that front, and much cooler air will be coming in as we head over the next couple of days. I'll have the details on that coming up in just about 10 minutes. Christine?
Thank you. 24 Madison area restaurants and hotels have to pay hundreds of employees more than $700,000. Why? It comes after a Department of Labor investigation into hours and wage violations. Officials say many businesses were paying servers in tips only and taking costs of uniforms and broken items out of the workers' pay. The largest violations come from Laredo's Mexican restaurant. Investigators say nearly 100 employees there are due more than $400,000. Making news around the nation now. A big announcement from the White House impacting every school and student. President Obama is directing schools all over the country to allow transgender students to use bathrooms and locker rooms of the gender with which they identify. NBC's Ron Allen has more.
Transgender students must be allowed to use bathrooms that match their gender identity. Schools that do not comply risk the loss of federal aid. That warning coming today in a letter from the Departments of Justice and Education to public schools nationwide. The letter, first reported by the New York Times, says educators have an obligation to provide equal access to all students under Title IX, including everything from restrooms to locker rooms. Officials say the guidelines are an attempt to clarify civil rights protection for transgender students, an issue that has left educators and parents frustrated. Last fall, students in Missouri walked out in protest after a transgender student was allowed to use the girls' bathroom. Some parents were upset that the school did not have a clear policy on the issue.
There's no rules set forth, and I think we can all agree that changing in the locker room or going to the restroom are very private activities.
The new guidelines come just days after the Justice Department and the state of North Carolina sued each other over a state law restricting access to public restrooms, a law that Attorney General Loretta Lynch says discriminates against the transgender community.
We stand with you, and we will do everything we can to protect you going forward. And please know that history is on your side.
In other news of the day, here at home, this weekend we'll be busy at UW-Madison with the commencement and move out at residence halls. The commencement will be held at the Kohl Center tonight, and then another will be held at Camp Randall tomorrow afternoon. Former Badger and current Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson is this year's commencement speaker. Now, we talked about this on the morning show about a month ago. This is pretty powerful. A rare posthumous degree will be given out this year. UW-Madison is awarding Craig Schoof with the degree. Schoof was working on his doctorate degree in electrical and computer engineering when he unexpectedly died. He was months away from finishing his dissertation. Schoof's parents will be accepting his degree. This is just the second time in school history that this award has been given. Hey, we want to warn you about parking this weekend for graduation. All campus lots will be free beginning at noon today through 6 o'clock Sunday. Parking will not be available, though, on lots 18 and 19 near Camp Randall. There will also be no parking on portions of Regent and Monroe Street and Breeze Terrace. For more information about parking restrictions and, more importantly, shuttles, go to NBC15.com and click on News Links.